Hello everybody, DarkPhoenix Ninja 92 here, and welcome back to Let's Play The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings Enhanced Edition. Last time we left off, we arrived in Flotsam, grabbed a bunch of these contracts, and the town was under attack by a kraken. Oh yeah, and Dandelion is apparently going to hang, was apparently going to hang for debauchery. Because apparently that's a capital offense in Flotsam. I'd love to know where the logic for that is coming from. I really would. But right now we have bigger fish to fry than figuring out why people hang for debauchery around here. I'll get to it eventually. And by the way, for this recording session, I am playing it with mouse and keyboard because I couldn't be bothered to plug in my controller. So my camera controls are probably going to be a little finicky. Just bear that in mind.
Oh no, I'm not talking to a freak.
Wait a minute.
Be off, or I'll call the guards.
You're an asshole, and I want you to suffer. A lot. As opposed to suffering a little, yes. Now, we have a little chitty chat to be doing.
What do you want?
Heard you have a problem.
Ah, if only we had just one. Highways washed out, forests full of bandits, a river beast blocks the port, and tolls at a rise.
Can't help with the tolls, but the monster's a possibility.
The sorceress said the same, but we've yet to see any results.
She's asked me to work with her.
And who's to pay your wage?
That's what I'm here to discuss.
The sorceress was to manage alone. You can split that reward if you wish.
Okay. Where's our advance or double the fee? What would Geralt say? Let me see. Well, he is basically a mercenary the way I've been playing him, so we're going to ask for our money in advance, I think.
A contract like that requires preparations. Costly preparations.
You want an advance? I've but a handful of orens now, though it should buy you plenty of drink and a few hours of ploughing.
Okay.
I was thinking of the potions we'll need. Now tell me what you know about the beast.
You're the Witcher, damn it! I've no knowledge of these things.
Who could tell me more?
That ploughing elf, Cedric, most probably. He's supposed to know all about monsters.
Where can I find him?
In the village, outside the walls. Now leave me be.
Oh, that's right. I just remembered. Everyone in the Witcher universe is a fucking racist. That's right.
Model downfall embodied.
We're going to have to deal with that bullcrap. Everyone being a racist is not going to go particularly well for us.
Reactive metal.
What do you want me to do?
Let's see here. Karen. An elf named Cedric is our man. For more information about this kraken. And yes, I know it's not actually a kraken, but it's simpler for me to refer to it as that. seeing as I forget these things' names pretty much every other day. So it's a lot easier to just call it a Kraken and be done with it.
Blossom's got a garrison. We don't need a witcher.
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you.
Blossom's got a garrison. We don't need a witcher.
What part of fuck you do these people not understand? I mean, really. I think they'd get the basic concept of I don't give a shit about your opinion. Apparently asking them to understand something so basic is a little too taxing on their tiny little brains.
Go ask the mason to take you as his apprentice. You'll learn it trade.
I've always preferred the wandering life. Meet new people,
Okay,
beat some of them up.
that's getting edited out. We've got to find our way to this elf, who apparently knows all about monsters. And I think we've just
Where
found
might
him.
you be going?
What kind of question is that? Anyway, know where I can find an elf named Cedric?
Don't get involved in this.
Are you afraid of her?
You did turn pale when we met Sheila.
You must have imagined that.
Yeah. I think I know what I saw, though.
I know you too well.
Sheila's one of the most powerful sorceresses.
That's no reason to fear her.
She can't be trusted, in my experience. I know her to be devious and manipulative.
Any proof?
She's well aware you lost your
Chris,
memory, yet
I
pretended
killed
she
the
didn't know.
King of the
Why
Wild
would she do
Hunt,
that?
remember?
I don't know.
I
Her
think I
true
can
intentions have
handle
always been hard
one
to fathom.
backstabbing
I'll see if I
sorceress.
can't learn what they are.
How?
I'll go hunting with her, right after I find Cedric.
Well, then let's go see him. He should be at the top of his observation tower.
That was easy.
I seek the elf named Cedric. Any of you know where he is?
What's your business? Too?
I need to know if the forest's safe.
How am I to know if that's truly what you seek? It's common knowledge that you're racists.
I like her. I like her.
I heard the village is home to someone who knows monsters.
That'll be Cedric. Talk to him.
Where can I find him?
Top of the tower, near the way out of the village.
Thanks.
I thank you for that. And finally, someone in this area that does not have a stick up their ass. Welcome news indeed. I thought everyone in Temeria was a racist jackass. I have never been gladder to be proven wrong, quite frankly.
In Belk. It'll be nearly a year now.
Morrill would delight in a day like this, Sir Heron. Enjoy the memory of her. Don't wallow in the longing.
I try. I do. But I cannot believe all the bad blood this disappearance has bred.
Don't let other shade poison your memory of her. Hatred is but an outlet for helplessness.
Thank you, Cedric. Vafail.
Vafail.
Well, that was interesting, but it's not really got much of anything to do with our current conversation or topic of interest, so hello there, Cedric. We need to have a little chat about monsters.
Are you Cedric?
Specifically about the
Who
Kraken.
Geralt of Rivia.
Ah, the Witcher. And
Triss Marigold.
lovely scent, Triss.
Cedric, look at me.
What do you want, Geralt of Rivia?
of all, I'm looking for some Witcher's work. Let's ask around, see if he doesn't have anything for us to do. After all, some more coin can never go wrong.
I need to make a few orens. You wouldn't happen to have a job for a Witcher, would you?
There's never a shortage of work for a Witcher in this forest. It's positively teeming with beasts. Though I'm not surprised they come here in droves.
You know why that is?
Cursed places attract all sorts of scum, like dung attracts flies. There was once a great house in the clearing. They locked up lunatics there. During the war with Nilfgaard, it was raised in a fire. The lunatics broiled in their cells. The ruins remain cursed to this day. 2 daredevils went off to explore the ruins recently. They haven't been seen since.
A great house, you say? Tell me more about the building itself.
It was an old manor house that was converted into a mental institution. There was no shortage of lunatics in wartime. They just kept coming. Reverend Mercier locked them up in there and looked after them. If you find the 2 people lost in the ruins of the mental asylum, you stand to be handsomely rewarded. By them or their families.
Okay, I suppose I can give that a shot.
No harm
After all, yeah, like he says, no reason not to give it a shot. And our conversation isn't done. But we can make the majority of this small talk at a later date. We have an important matter to discuss with you, Cedric. I'm hunting the Kraken. Can you help?
I aim to kill the Karen. Heard you might be able to help.
That depends on the sort of aid you seek.
I need information.
We should have killed it years ago. Now I don't know. The beast has become too large for the riverbed, and it has strange growths on its tentacles, extremely thick skin. Previously, it inhabited a swamp along one of the Pontar's tributaries. Completely wild terrain. Even the Scoia'tael don't venture there. You should go see the wreck of the boat it recently sank. Inspect any traces it's left. See the destruction.
Where's this wreck?
Venture south into the forest, then turn east toward the river. You'll find the ruins of a bridge erected long ago by the Enshe. The wreck lies at their foot.
Thanks, Cedric.
Well, it's not an awful lot of information.
Jeez, Triss. Sure you're not overusing those teleports?
It's not an awful lot of information, but it's more than we had before. Pity I can't teleport there myself. That would be handy. Very much so. But for now, we're going to head over to this boat wreck and check it out. To see what we can learn about the Kraken's previous hidey hole. Because as I'm wont to repeat for quite a few reasons, information is power, and we need information if we want to kill this thing.
Have you heard? Another king was murdered.
Yes, I heard that. In fact, they tried to frame me for it because apparently Temeria employs morons in their armed forces. That, or all nobles are self-righteous inbred twits. Probably a mix of the two, if I'm honest, though. Because nobles are about the most incompetent being in existence ever. That's pretty much a given. But a lot of the people in Temeria's regular army were idiots. We saw that when we were helping with that invasion. They were being moronic just for the sake of it. and didn't seem to have a reason for what they were doing except because I feel like it. Which is not the kind of attitude you want from your army. It tends to piss people off. Now we've got to find our way to this location. It looks like a little trip through the forest is in order here. Or is it? I think I'm lost. Yep. I feel lost. In more than a few ways. And we're going in the wrong direction once more. And I have just died for the first time because of poison. Well, not for the first time in this Let's Play, mind you, but definitely for the first time because of being poisoned or fighting anything that wasn't a human or a drowner.
You'll find me by the boat wreck.
Jeez, Triss. Sure you're not overusing those teleports?
And I can't use it by running through it. So we have to get to this boat wreck the long way. And down we go. Let's see. No, it doesn't look like we can get there by going through that house and out the other side. Not that I really expected to be able to, but you don't know unless you try. And that was me trying. And figuring out that no, you can't do that.
Oh, my son. You should get home early today. Eat something. Get some sleep.
Stop annoying me, Mother.
Nothing but work in the tavern.
Not seeing a way to get up there. Or a real indication of where I'm supposed to go, for that matter. yes, I am lost. And I don't enjoy being lost, particularly. Now...
Mother, I told you.
Let's see if there's any more specific indication. None here. The monster's lair is all the information I'm getting out of that.
You'll betray no one else, Elvin bitch.
Melena.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Commandant Dorito will explain everything.
Well, I think it's time for us to intervene.
What's going on here?
This whore's a Scoia'tael spy.
I don't like your attitude.
What's it to you?
Easy. She loiters around the garrison, kick-hitting us. Roderick says he bound her, but I don't believe that.
I did!
Wait.
That's your evidence?
Yeah.
2 of our lads are missing. Last seen with
Seriously?
her.
I only spoke to them.
That's the
Then they
most
went off towards the caves.
flimsy
That's all I know.
evidence I've
The bitch is
heard
lying.
in my life.
She led them into an ambush.
This ought to be easy enough to resolve. Look inside the caves.
Yeah, it ain't exactly
But they're
fucking
crawling with all
rocket
sorts
science.
of filth.
Okay. Just leave it to me. You're apparently too incompetent to do your damn jobs, so I'll do them
But
for
you'll pay
you.
me. Wait for me at the harbor.
Yeah, and if you try anything, I will hurt you. Very, 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 very badly.
Wow.
And I have a little something on me. It's called a sword. I stick you with it, and you scream in pain before you die. Unless you want first-hand experience, I'd advise you not try anything, ladies.
Welcome, white one.
And yes, that is the sort of thing I tend to do. Insult people after they're gone. For no particular reason other than because I can. And look, see here, like we have found our path.
I'll have your head!
And that's one down. And you see, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I never play with mouse and keyboard in this game. As I'm god-awful at it.
Death to all shit-eaters!
Go fuck yourself.